Hey guys, not wanting to make this a gloomy video, but because I've had a lot of epic breakthroughs, and I think a lot of us have. But however, and however, no, it is definitely a but or a however. Well, it's this idea of 2012. 2012 as the splitting point, I guess, in the prism of light, and so 2012. So you hear me talk about diverging timelines a lot, and so I guess this is Bashar's analogy that 2012, December the 21st, 2012, as predicted by the Mayan calendar, according to some interpretations, is the splitting point, was the splitting point of, like, Dolores Cannon. I think she's passed over, bless her heart. A lucky soul. Who knows where she is? She's probably reincarnated now in some dimension of her being. I can sense into people, like in the grid, so easily now. I sense Dolores for a moment then. Yes. Hello, Dolores. Welcome. So yeah, as Dolores would teach, there's going to be like a splitting of Earths, and lots of people have tapped into this in different ways. So what was Ra's way? Ra's was different, and it didn't really resonate with me before. It was something like, you got some people, well, I'm sure this is relevant from some perspective, that there will be a harvesting of souls to fourth density. Some people will ascend to fourth density negative, which isn't necessary. Well, it is a completely separate reality, a separate existence, but both are accessible still in some way. It's like in the yin yang. There's a little bit of light in the middle of the darkness, and a little bit of darkness in the middle of the light. So they're always accessible from either dimension, but there will be this splitting. Well, according to Ra, there will be fourth density negative, fourth density positive, and some will repeat third density, and I guess there would be third density chaotic timelines, more negative timelines, where perhaps the Earth got blown to smithereens and people had to incarnate on a new planet, and third density more positive. But where we really want to be, of course, is fourth density positive regardless. And, well, unless you wish to, it's up to you. It's always free will. You can choose the demonic path if you like, or you can choose to play it safe and spend another 24,000 year cycle in third density if you've enjoyed your life that much and you love third density that much. But for most of us that want the fuck out of that dimension, no, it's like when you say that, you just get sucked back into it, like I just did. And so it's all about integration, of course. And we can't get the fuck out of any dimension. It's just everything's shifted now, so we don't need to go back. That dimension is gone. That reality is over. Thank gosh. But gratitude for what it gave to us. I think we've got to have gratitude for the fact that we've escaped third density, because it was pretty bumpy at the end. And it's not over yet, as we well know. And this is the point, that the grand splitting was in December the 21st, 2012. And Bashar says, if we don't get in alignment with our highest excitement, so we're living our highest excitement moment to moment, by December the 21st, 2012, it's going to get harder. And it's like the train tracks are splitting. It's going to get harder to get onto the optimum timeline. And I can definitely see that's the case. Because if you look at people like who were like teaching like very early on, like, just as an example, I hope she doesn't mind me using her name, but Bridget Nielsen. She was like she was a Bashar follower, I believe. Well, I'm sure she was, because I did some workshops with her from a young age, and she appeared to be applying Bashar's principles from a young age. And she got on this wave, this crest, very early on, this 2012 wave crest very early on, and like just put a YouTube channel out there early on, and it's a perfect example, because like putting out a YouTube channel very early on and like doing your passion and riding this crest, if you were there right on the eve of December the 21st 2012, and you were aligned with your calling like 100%, and you like suddenly started a YouTube channel on the December the 21st 2012 that night, I think you probably, as long as you were just picking your phone up like now and again, and like making you know, every couple of weeks, and making a video about your calling, you'd probably be like you know, be one of these titans on the scene now that have come to the forefront, you know, the big teachers, because they were riding that crest, riding that wave. The big teachers were the people, mostly either some people that saw the explosion in marketing potential for the internet at the time, or they're people, and it's part of their calling as well to explore that, but obviously that's a lower reality, or there were people that got in alignment with their calling right on December the 21st 2012, when the consciousness shifted, and of course the money people and the marketeers exploited that as well. They just didn't realise they were exploiting. They didn't realise they were exploiting an acceleration in consciousness. They just thought they were exploiting expansion in the internet and the marketing potential that such a thing would gain. And so yeah, the point is that we're now in what is the date today? The date today is Wednesday 21st of August, 7:16 a.m. So didn't tell me what year it is. I need year help when I'm in these states, because I'm sort of channeling. I'm sort of in an altered state, and it's but we're 2019, I think now, aren't we? Yes, we're 2019, because our event seems to be in 2020, and so yeah, so we're 7 years late. We're seven years, because I'm just sort of like last few days I seem to have big realizations of my calling, and I'm feeling very aligned. I'm still not 100% aligned, but I'm getting very close, and I've had a deep insight as to what my calling is and how to move forward. But the issue is that it's now 7 years almost since December the 21st 2012, and and so it's going to be harder for me to catch up, you know, with the flow, with the crest, with the bow shock, with the wave of this expansion. And timelines are splitting all the time, so you can't just think, oh, I'm just going to bob around in the waves and get pulled along, or even get dragged along in the currents, and and just go through this ascension, which you can do. But the thing is, like, the splitting of timelines all the time, so that's just not safe at all, because you could because you probably won't end up in, because of the way everything's fractal and splitting all the time, you won't be like ending up on your optimum timeline. To end up on your optimum timeline, you've got to like begin to live your highest excitement and find your calling and identify your calling, and live it, and specifically live it, because after 2020 it's going to get harder. This is like the last chance for you guys, in a way, for some of you slackers. I mean, it's not the last chance, but it's going to get harder after 2020, like significantly harder. In a way, it's going to be easier, because at least you've got all us guys like still entering into your reality now and again to give you pointers. But it's I don't know, it's risky business. Like, I'm just becoming very humble and praying that every day that I make it to an optimum timeline. This seems to help much. So 10 minutes. Good day.